So, as we move into the second half of 2022 and the new financial year here in Australia, how are you making the next 6 months a success for your business? Do you need to relook at your strategy? Do you even know what's working? Today, I'm going to be sharing 5 ways to plan your marketing for the final 6 months of 2022 to make the rest of this year a business success. So, hi everyone, it's Leanne Cohen's here, digital success coach and owner of Marketing Leap. And my passion is to demystify digital marketing for business owners and for entrepreneurs through educational training and courses, and offering marketing clarity through done for you practical marketing solutions that actually work and will springboard your business to success. So every week I do a live video and work through different strategies and different tactics that I've been using in my digital agency Marketing Leap for my clients over a number of years, and I know are very effective. So today we're going to be talking about how to plan your marketing for the final 6 months of 2022, because there has been quite a few changes in regards to different platforms and a lot of different updates of the way things are done. And at the beginning of the year, I actually did a video talking about the top 5 marketing trends that were predicted for this year. So these are 5 things that have actually really amped up when it comes to digital marketing and getting your business out there and actually growing your business online. So the first one is Reels. So with the growth of TikTok, Facebook, or Meta, as it's now known, has changed a lot of the way that it's focusing. And one of the big things is short form videos. So that's essentially what Reels are. And what Facebook or Meta are doing now is they're making sure that Reels are not only exclusive to Instagram, they're actually available internationally across for everyone on Facebook. So any Reels that are sent to Facebook will also come up in a user's newsfeed, regardless of whether they're following you or not. So it's a one-of-a-kind chance for you to get your material out there, to get your content out there, and to create an entirely new avenue for community building. It's also giving you greater exposure because with Facebook, their engagement rates are incredibly low, and Instagram is changing as well. And with Meta, when they do actually release something new like this, it's something that they will promote ahead of anybody else. Having a look at creating Reels, which are short form videos, is a great way to go. It's a great way to demonstrate the individuality of your brand and also the fun side of your business as well, because these short form interesting videos are a great way of generating clicks and getting in front of people that don't normally follow you. So, whether it's an entertaining promo, with a remix, behind the scenes, or just simply appearing on screen with augmented reality effects. And that's something that's really coming into play now, virtual reality and augmented reality. There's so much that you can do now. So, if you're not doing Reels across Meta, Instagram and Facebook, then it's something that you really need to start looking at. Now, I mentioned TikTok earlier. TikTok is really coming ahead in leaps and bounds. It's now available in 150 markets and in 75 different languages. And there are 1 billion active monthly users. 56% of them are female, 44% are male, but they actually spend 850 minutes per month on the app. So that's nearly 10% more time spent compared to Instagram. Now, when it comes to the engagement, you actually get a much higher engagement rate of about 10%. With Instagram, at the moment, you're sitting at about 3%. YouTube is 0.7%. And at the moment, Facebook is only sitting at 0.5 or 0.5% when it comes to actually getting engagement on your posts and your content. So if you are wanting to actively get engagement and start growing your brand, it is a good idea to start looking at TikTok, especially when nearly 40% of the users on TikTok are actually between 35 and 54 now. So, 50% are still under the age of 34. So you need to have a look at your demographics, but the younger generation, the Gen Z, so these are people that are born between 1997 and 2012, these are the group that are actually getting older and they've got the money to spend, and TikTok has actually surpassed Instagram as far as their preferred platform. So that's something to think about. Now, the second thing that you really need to start looking at is video marketing. So video marketing, whether you like it or not, it is the future of marketing. As we talked about just now, when it comes to the reels, video marketing is the way to go. According to Google, YouTube actually reaches more 18 to 34-year-olds and 18 to 49-year-olds than any TV network. Not only that, Facebook actually states that video posts receive 6 times more engagement than a photo or a link post. And Twitter has actually seen an increase in video views of over 160%. So what does that mean for you? If you're not incorporating video in your strategy, you're missing out on a huge opportunity to connect with your audience and to build trust with them. Video is actually key to creating customer relationships because it actually puts a human voice behind the brand, which builds your credibility and your loyalty with your customers. It's the reason that I do a live video every week, because people actually get to see and hear me, and there are certainly people that probably get 10 seconds into my videos and go, oh, I don't have time for this, or I can't listen to that voice anymore. And that's fine, because it's all about reaching your ideal target audience, and you don't have to appeal to everybody. But if you're not creating video, you're not going to be connecting to a much larger degree than what you would anywhere else. And when you take into account that when you are doing an Instagram post, you're only looking at 3% engagement, and Facebook is only 0.5%, you've really got to give your content the best chance that you can. Now, the third thing that you really need to look at for the second half of 2022 is to become an educator and a leader. So, becoming a thought leader is a bit of a catchy phrase that's been thrown out there quite a bit, but people want to be educated and they're looking for people to follow. And one of my favorite sayings is that people are silently begging to be led. So as a business owner, for you to stand out, it is really important that you start setting yourself up as a leader and as a thought leader and an educator, because the social media content per platform is actually focusing more on that rather than just advertising. It's all about talking about your customer needs and not just selling, and focusing on building relationships and providing value before pitching your products and your services. So, make sure that with your content marketing, you're actually positioning yourself as a thought leader, because it requires you to have and show and demonstrate your knowledge and your familiarity with your industry. And being an expert is actually what makes you stand out and makes you unique to a lot of people in the same industry and to your competitors. Sometimes, being a thought leader, you can have very strong opinions. As long as you're prepared to back them up, that's fine. But it's all about transforming and educating and teaching your ideal clients and your audience the best practices, and moving towards what's happening in the future. So then that sort of leads into the fourth area that you need to look at when it comes to marketing for the second half of 2022, and that's looking at values-based marketing and social responsibility, because it is far more important, especially again as these younger generations are growing up. They are more interested in what your values are and whether you have some kind of social responsibility than anything else. It's a lot of this has to do with the result of the epidemic and all these recent problems that we've faced as far as climate change and unfair labor practices and inequality and diversity, and all of these social obligations are certain values that your target audience is looking for. So making sure that you are putting your values forward so that your audience can decide whether they align with you or not, because it has become really important. So having a look at your social responsibility and having some kind of value-based marketing is essential. And then, of course, the fifth thing, which is pretty much standard and has been for years, is focusing on your analytics and your return on your investment, because any marketing that you do, you're running a business. So it's all about having a return on your investment. And the best way to track that is to make sure that you have an understanding of your data, your analytics, and your metrics. So the more detailed information you have about how your customers behave means that you can actually make much more informed decisions when it comes to your marketing and your company and your products and the services that you have to offer. And not only that, it actually helps you to understand your numbers and drill down into not only who your audience is, but what makes them tick. That enables you to understand what they need from you, and then you can supply that to them. Not only that, you're running a business. So if you're going to spend money, and if you're running if you're a solopreneur or an entrepreneur, your time is money, and you've got to be allocating a particular amount of a dollar amount to the time that you spend. So making sure that you do get a return on your investment is really, really important. So these are just a few of the things that you can add into your marketing strategy for the next 6 months, and making sure that anything when it comes to what you're planning as far as your marketing strategy, making sure it's authentic and making sure it aligns with your values. So as I said, the top 5 things that you really need to be focusing on for the next 6 months, just to make 2022 one of the best years for your business, is to start looking at creating reels, and whether that is on TikTok and taking advantage of Facebook and Instagram, it's entirely, it depends on your demographic. The second one is focusing on video marketing. The third one is actually becoming a thought leader and becoming an educator and a leader, and finding out for the fourth one exactly what your values are so that you can start doing more value-based marketing and start focusing on your social responsibility. And then, of course, the fifth and final one is focusing on your analytics and your return on your investment. So if all of this seems a little bit too overwhelming for you, we do, through my agency Marketing Leap, offer done for you services across the full range of social media management, websites, SEO, Facebook ads, Google ads, all the fun stuff that business owners generally don't enjoy doing. Or on the flip side, I also offer 2-hour strategy sessions as well as one-to-one mentoring on working with you to make your marketing the most effective that it can be and help you actually grow your business. So I hope that has been of some value to you today, and have a wonderful week, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now. If you'd like to learn more about growing your business online and making your business an absolute success when it comes to the digital space, then make sure you hit the subscribe button below, and don't forget to click the bell so you get notified every single time we upload a brand new training video.